Happy Father's Day to all the brothers that's locked up in Baltimore City, Baltimore County detention centers. All the brothers that's locked up behind the illegal war on drugs. Can't raise our kids locked up. We can't be fathers to our children if we dead. You feel me? So I was making a documentary. Not only a documentary, but I do social justice through toilets, and I use toilets to get my message out. That's Governor Hogan and Al Redmer. All right? I don't want no misunderstandings about nothing I do. It's about being black in America. It's about racism in your courts, your judicial system, and your media. It's about shitting on people and the way you shitted on me. Talking about mass incarceration in your prison industry. And we talking about my community service award. We talking about a documentary about Baltimore City and Baltimore County courts and the racism in your courts. Y'all locked me up in Towson because I was making a documentary about your courts, your prison industry, Jim Crow justice, and I used the toilet to do it. You talk about Rikers Island and the treatment of Rikers Island? No. Let's talk about the treatment of inmates in Baltimore County Detention Center. You feel me? Let's talk about Bobby Zirkin and the money he making off of locking up black people. Let's talk about Barbara Robinson before she left. Let's talk about Nick Mosby, all right? It's the art of getting money. Under the 13th Amendment, you send black people to jail to get paid to lock us up. So welcome to the big show. This is my contribution to the cause, y'all. You get the emails from Tim Tennyson. You get the emails from all these individuals. Because like I said, this is a documentary. See that? 2009. Dear Judge Turnbull, I turned your corruption into your judges and lawyers. I turned you in. And it was all about you. You feel me? The money that you make off of mass incarceration. Alec, the corporation. All right? There go Martin O'Malley. O'Malley for America. That's Judge Turnbull. It's about being a slave. It's the narrative life of a slave. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation cotton for cocaine, and we the cash crop. So this documentary is documenting everything I've been doing for the last 13 years. The criminalization of poverty. I asked for a federal audit. I'm out $2.6 million, and I want my money. Like Martin Luther King said, you wrote a check with insufficient funds. And we're going to talk about you not answering your emails, you being silent and when I come to these meetings. Racism don't work without black cooperation. So this is what I did for y'all. This is my contribution to the cause. This is my 2019 submission for the big show. It's my Father's Day gift to all the fathers that's locked up. To all the fathers that'll be sitting home this Father's Day. You feel me? This is my toilet. And it's very, very public. Very, very informative. This for Keith Davis, because he won't be home for Father's Day neither. We need to start taking y'all to court. Racism in the courts. You want a ceasefire? Then you got to acknowledge you got a war on drugs. And you got to give me access to the grand jury. Like I said, this toilet is very educational. All right? We're going to talk about being black in America. We're going to talk about the politics. The first black congressman. You feel me? And we're going to show it's not going to just be us. I'm going to give you Martin. I'm going to give you the media. I'm going to give you what you need to see. Just like I said. Happy Father's Day. I can't be locked. I can't raise my kids locked up. So I started this shit about the toilets. Johnny Oleski asked for a federal investigation. President Obama asked for an investigation. I'm the subject of the investigation. It's my lunch counter now. I'm serving you up. We're talking about the history of being black in America. Department of Justice. You feel me? Baltimore Orioles. Sam Cunningham. You feel me? This toilet represents how you treat us. You treat us like shit. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation cotton for cocaine, and we the cash crop. We still slaves 400 years and we still slaves. We slaves to your judicial system. We slaves to your corruption. We slaves to your police department. So I'm fighting for my civil rights. I'm tired of you sicking the dogs on me. I want justice, and it ain't gonna be just us. Johnny Oleski asked for federal investigation. This toilet is artwork and evidence. It's artwork and evidence because it's gonna show who knew what and when. So you go to Governor Hogan, you get all this information. Come see this at the big show. I'm gonna show out. Baltimore City Police, you wanna stop the violence? End the war on drugs. Can't have a ceasefire if you don't admit you got a war. The militarization of our police, the money that you spend in the police department, incarceration versus education, and you still using this fear. The war on drugs been going on for 50 years, and the only casualties of war is us. The only casualties of war is us. So stop being us. End the war on drugs. Address that issue in 2019.